Starting. You are live. I should have got more drink before this live stream started. God damn it. Why don't I think ahead? Welcome to Glen. This is my channel. My name's Glenn and I'm trying to vlog my cryptocurrency journey so that you guys can see my ups and downs. Obviously I had a bit of an up yesterday. I'm really apologise about the live video. I have one light in this whole room, which is this one above me here. And that's the only lighting I have. I know you see these YouTubers with these big ring lights and soft boxes and all that, but nope, I've just got good old-fashioned lampshade. It just kept popping on me yesterday. I still haven't found out. The whole of downstairs lights are still not working. So I might have to get an electrician out. I've taken all the light bulbs out and I've put them in one by one and tried turning it back on. So if you watched the one from yesterday, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, my lighting kept going yesterday, and not only that, it tripped my whole electrics out, so I lost my internet. So it meant that I had two videos with the same thumbnail, both talking live, but they're separate videos, and I was trying to get the same message across. So who have we got on here? We've got A. Morali. Bro, Crypto Rising said, YouTubers with big rings. Ripple, how much down will it go? Good question. Let's get onto the market. So straight in there. They don't want to hear about my lights. Ripple is down to 106. I always thought that it was quite a big achievement when Ripple hit $1, to be honest. So the fact that it was at $1.14 yesterday is still really good. I know it went up to $3.50 at one point, which is insane when you think about it. That's 3.5 times what that is now. And that was that while I was on holiday last month. So I think Ripple's going to come back. I think all of these will hit back up again. Bitcoin's done pretty well, actually. It's only gone down a bit. We've got more people. Hello, bro. Farquin Shah. Sorry if I completely mispronounced. Tyrone. Good old Tyrone. Good morning. This message is held for review. Ooh, let's show that. What's this? Oh, it's a Bitcoin address. Damn it. Fuck Ripple. Pardon the French. Bro, will Ripple reach $100 this year? No, absolutely not. I will be very shocked if it hits $10. If you're hoping for $100, you may be waiting a while. We've got Essex Stream there. How you doing, buddy? You alright? I did them videos yesterday and only 2 people joined me in the live video. So I think sort of between 5 and 7 is a bad time for you guys to join a live video. A lot more people in here now, and it's only 2 midday for me in the UK anyway. Bro, kindly suggest me hashflare pool setting. I've actually played about with different hashflare pool settings, and to be honest, it made no odds at all. I'm currently in. I've got the whole thing on ant pool, is it? And to me, it made no odds. My money hasn't gone up or down. I've tried a couple of the other ones as well. And if it does make a difference, you're talking cents, you know, which I know over a long period of time may accumulate to sank more, but I really haven't noticed a difference. And judging by the YouTube videos I saw about it, not many other people found much difference in them either. So I would just leave it as it is. I would leave it at the 3 different pools at 33%, to be honest. That's my recommendation, if you like. Glenn's approval. So we have got a market cap of 475 billion, if that's right. Bitcoin's currently at $10,994, which is just below the 11 grand, obviously. It got up to 11,600 yesterday, or 700. I'm still waiting, and I said this, what was it, a week or 2 ago? I noticed that every time Bitcoin got close to being worth 12,000, it always dips back down. That's a pattern that I've noticed time and time again. So really, the best thing to do, and if that pattern continues, is to buy Bitcoin at this price. Give it a day or 2, it's going to creep back up to 12 grand. and then sell it, and then obviously buy again when it goes down to 10.5. Bro, I'm from India. Hello, welcome from Essex in the UK. What time's it in India then? I have no idea what time it'd be over there. But thank you for joining. I appreciate everyone from all over the world joining my videos. It has surprised me actually. I genuinely thought that when I created this channel that predominantly I was only going to get people from the UK at first join me. But I noticed very quickly that everyone that was messaging me was American. So that is why I actually, if you watch my earlier videos, which I know you probably won't go back and watch now, but I was always getting caught up whether to say pounds or dollars, and I still slip up every now and then. I'll say, oh yeah, it's worth £7,000. Oh, I mean dollars. But I made a decision. One of my friends told me, Glenn, you need to stick to one or the other currency. It's really confusing listening to you, even though I know what you're talking about. But someone from, say, America or from, like, you know, somewhere in Europe, it's a universal currency that we can all get our head round and one that we look at. So I made a decision early on to stick with mentioning how much things were in dollars, which I weren't too keen on at first because obviously I'm from the UK. I wanna represent. But it does make it easier. All the other websites as well all mention everything in dollars. Pretty much the only thing that mentions how much coins are worth in British pounds is Coinbase. If I check Coinbase now, and one day one of my friends from the UK texts me saying, Glenn, what's happened to Bitcoin? It's gone down to 5,000. And I was like, oh my god, shit. And I thought he meant $5,000, but he didn't. He meant 5,000 obviously UK pounds. So you can see there that technically Bitcoin's worth £7,500, but obviously it's worth almost $11,000. In Pakistan, 7 p.m. Jeez, that's past my bedtime on a week school night. I didn't get the live notice, and then I saw your 2 videos YouTube before I get the notice before posting the 2 videos. Yeah, YouTube's really slow with giving people notifications. Tyrone, they're a bit shit like that. Bitcoin TA Elliott wave, it's on wave 2. Wave 3 will push it up to 16k. I love when people are actually bold enough to put their neck out there and give predictions. You know, it's all well and good saying to people just in a text conversation, yeah, I think it will go up to this much. But when there's a group of people, they're like, oh, I'm not too sure really. It all depends, and they all don't want it. But S Extreme there, he's gone straight out. He's saying that it's going to go to 16k. You heard it here first. If it don't, blame him. Philippines, it's 10-12. One of my best friends is from the Philippines, and he's actually going back to the Philippines on Sunday for 2 weeks with his family, and he's invited me out there, but I couldn't afford it. So I do want to go to the Philippines at some point. I'm hoping later on this year, probably October time, I'm hoping to go to Japan in Tokyo, and sort of eventually go over to China because I really want to see the Great Wall of China. But I don't think we're going to have time to go to the Philippines later this year, but I'd love to go there one day. Nowadays, what should I reinvest or keep it? I assume you're talking about hashflare. So actually, obviously the title I put, hashflare had an issue. So yesterday they had an issue and I wasn't aware of it. One of the people in the Telegram group, so if you there's a link down below if you haven't already. I know most of you that are on this chat have already. There's a link down below to join my Telegram group. It's free, and you know there's no one trying to sell anything or push anything. It's just like-minded people talking about cryptocurrency, offering tips, advice. If I see anything untoward or people trying to, you know, shill stuff, then generally I delete their comments, and if they keep doing it, then I'll ban them. I've only banned 2 people, but I would suggest joining that if you want to just chat with these, you know, the people that are in this chat now. If you want to chat with them all day and night, feel free to join the Telegram group. Hi, good channel that you have. You think $1,000 is good for invest right now? Hashflare. That's a tough one. It is a tough one because I've been very happy with hashflare, if I'm being completely honest. Obviously, I just made a withdrawal of $1,100. Now, I originally invested $1,650. that's the only money I've put into hashflare. Now within 2 months I've already withdrawn $1,100 worth of Bitcoin, and that is with the difficulty increasing. That is with the Bitcoin price halving in the time that I've been doing it. Obviously I have received referral links, so yet again, if there's a link down below for my hashflare account, if you click on that and you actually invest that £1,000, if you use my link, I get a cut of that 10%. Don't use it if you don't want to. If you don't want me to receive any money, you know, I don't mind if you do or don't. But that has helped me. Quite a lot of people have clicked on my link, and obviously, I'll show you actually. So this is my referrals page, because I'm trying to be the most transparent and honest and clear YouTuber out there. Maybe the way I deliver my content isn't as good as some of the other experted YouTubers out there, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying to learn. So I've had 54 people use my link to sign up to hashflare, and 25 of them have actually gone through and actually used their own money to buy something. You can see here the total earnings is 0.08 Bitcoin. That's how much Bitcoin I've earned since I've been doing the whole of hashflare, which has been about 3 or 4 months now. So it's not mega money, but it has helped. You know, it's nice to receive little tips here and there, I suppose. This is my link, the one that you'll see down below in the description. And these are the referrals that I get. Now you can see here people investing 1,400, 1,000, and I get, you know, a certain cut of that in Bitcoin, depending on how much Bitcoin is worth that day. Obviously that goes up or down in value. So that has helped me. So if I was to say, should you invest $1,000 into hashflare right now today, and if you're not planning on doing YouTube videos or advertising your link everywhere, which I don't recommend you do, but it's a difficult one. The best thing you can do is to go to www.mycryptobuddy.com, and you can actually Bitcoin mining profitability calculator. This is a really good web, and I've done a few videos explaining this, but just for you that that have not seen this before, it's got the most up-to-date increase of difficulty, what the block reward is, what Bitcoin price is. The Bitcoin price is pretty good actually. It's pretty close to what it actually is. If you use that other one, the Coin Wars one, they're always well over whatever the actual Bitcoin price is. Pool fees, we don't actually pay a pool fee. Remember that with hashflare, you do not pay a pool fee. Bear that in mind. You pay a set fee. So hardware costs, let's say 1650 is what. Oh no, you're saying 1,000. So $1,000. Reoccurring costs, I can't work out what that'll be, but it will be something like, let's say 100. I can't work it out right now off the top of my head, but let's just say $100 per month, and that's going to be the fee that hashflare take out. Now that will increase depending on, they take it out in Bitcoin. So the less Bitcoin is worth, the more Bitcoin they're taking out of your account. The more Bitcoin is worth, the less they're taking out. So that fee will go up or down depending on the price of Bitcoin. Price change. So if we think Bitcoin's going to go up 5% every month, let's just say, which I think is a fair estimate. But then the difficulty, they're saying will go up 25%. I think that's quite high. It normally goes up 5 to 10% sort of every 2 weeks. So let's say, but then it could go down some months, 15% a month. And then we're going to work that out. Enter hash rate data. Oh yeah, we haven't put how much hash power that. So with hashflare, if you was to go and buy $1,000 worth, that would give you, if you could afford the extra $12, it would give you 4.6 terahash. So 4.6 terahashes. So this is your profitability. So they're saying that the first month, obviously you're minus £1,000, $1, sorry. After 1 month, you'd be minus set amount, and then actually, oh, this is over 6 months. The contract that you buy are over 12 months, and we want to do coins generated. So this is how much Bitcoin you have, and this is what you're going to generate each month. So they're estimating that you'll generate 0.0705 of a Bitcoin. So let's work that out. 0.0, was it another 0? Right, 705 BTC to USD. So it works out $759. So in answer to your question, at this current time, no, it is not profitable to spend £1,000 on hashflare based on that quick calculation that I've just done, because they're saying that over the whole year you'll only actually end up with £759 worth of US dollar. But obviously that's based on the Bitcoin price only going up 5% a month, and obviously the difficulty always going up. So then yeah, no. I would say no, if I'm being completely honest. Total profits. We don't want to look at that. Total costs. It's just not looking good. Maybe I haven't put something in right here, but oh, sell coins monthly. No, we're gonna never sell coins. That's what we want. What other options are there? Sorry guys, I've gone on a complete tangent. I wasn't going to talk about this today, but we've been asked, so I'm still saying you generate the same amount of coins. So I would say no, it's actually better to spend $1,000 and actually hold on to Bitcoin at the minute than it would be to try and mine it. But saying that, obviously it all depends on the difficulty and also the price of Bitcoin going up or down. If you was to buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, mind you, you'd have more. Well, I know at the minute $1,000 US is must be 0.1 something. So you'd end up with more Bitcoin if you was to just buy and hold. Oh, 0.092. So in answer to your question, who was that? Andre's Real, hi, good channel. $1,000 is a good investment now. I'd say no. Unless you keep reinvesting, that's the only other way I can see it. So you would end up with 4.6 terahashes. Obviously, you would accumulate coin every day, and if the price of Bitcoin generally over the course of a week or a month, you keep reinvesting it, you would end up with maybe 6-7 terahashes, and then all of a sudden you're generating more coin. That's what I've done, and that's what I plan to do from the beginning. I've always said that I was going to, you click this button here and it says, do you want to reinvest? You say SHA-256, that's Bitcoin mining, and it does it for you automatically. So this balance that I have here, that would automatically at the end of the day buy whatever that can buy me in terms of terahash. So it would buy me 2.1, oh no, 0. Added an extra 0. It would buy me that much. I'd buy me an extra 200 gigahashes. I think that's 2 days worth of mining. And it would keep doing that for me every day. So eventually I would end up with like 5-6 terahashes. And then obviously you would build that up, and towards the end of the year, those contracts also last the year. So then you would have another year worth of those. And then obviously it snowballs. So it starts to build up. So a reinvestment option is good. But based on, if you're just asking me, Glenn, should I buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin through Coinbase, or should I buy hashflare for £1,000 and you just want to hold on to them, then actually just buying it through Coinbase would be a better option at the minute. That's my opinion. I might get a load of stick for that, but just trying to be honest with you guys. Any other site like hashflare for mining but cheap hash rates? There are some other ones. So there's CCG, there's one called Mining Farm something, but to be honest, to me, they look like scams. They look like probably Ponzi schemes. even hashflare, you know, I had a lot of hesitations whether it was or wasn't. But I believe it to be a genuine mining operation now. They've posted some more photos recently of all their equipment. The only ones that the cloud mining that I would trust right now with my money is Genesis Mining and hashflare. And that's it really. If you do want to get involved in mining and you have a small budget, I would suggest at the minute, while there's this dip, buying the envion tokens. Now, it makes it sound like I'm trying to, you know, shill envion tokens to people, but obviously once them units have been made, so 79 cent at the minute, so you could buy 10 of them for like 10, you know, $8. And for every token that you hold, once they start mining, you get paid Ethereum into your wallet every week, automatically. You don't have to withdraw it. There's no commissions, no withdrawal fees. They just pay it in there. So it will essentially become a more profitable hashflare and Genesis mining, in my opinion. Obviously, we need to wait to see if that actually happens. So that's what I would probably put my money in. I'd probably buy £1,000 worth of envion as opposed to hashflare at the minute. I don't get any commission of that. I don't work for envion. I'm not sponsored by envion. I don't. It's just that I believe their platform to be honest and true, and I can see it scaling quite well over the next probably 12 months at least to 18 months. That's my, again, that's all my own opinion. This is not financial advice. I think that maintenance fee was too high in your calculation. Maintenance fee. Well, if you was buying 4.6 terahashes, that would equate to 4,600 gigahashes. You divide that by 10, so it would be 460. 460 times 0.35. Sorry, I'm doing maths in my head very quickly. So 0.0035 times 460. And then that would be per day. You would times that by 30 for a month. 48. So yeah, you're right actually. It's called me out on it, and he's only gone and called me out on it. So it'd be $48 a month. And I think there was a pool fee up here. Power costs, yeah. So we'd have 0 power costs, 0 pool fees, reject rate 1%. I don't know what reject rate is. Block reward difficulty 4.6 terahashes, BTC. Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price is actually a bit higher than that at the minute. What price was it just then on that website? I think it was 900, wasn't it? So let's change that to 9. So this is we're getting there. We're getting there. So that is saying that you would generate, well, it hasn't made much change, has it? That's 0.0719. So it would still work out better to buy use difficulty change. See, it's what a lot of people don't realise. On that Coin Wars website, it puts in the difficulty, and obviously it projects as if the difficulty was the same for the whole year, and that's what this would look like. But actually, you want to use the difficulty change, because you can see there actually it starts to slow down the amount of profit, because eventually the difficulty is getting faster than the price increase. Now, if you was to put in, say, the price increase going up 15% a month, which obviously Bitcoin has been outperforming that figure for a long time. Is that updated? Total profit. You can see here that it starts to actually get better and better. So your $1,000 would turn into 2,656, but that's because the increase of value of the Bitcoin. In terms of the coins generated, you would still have 0.0719, which obviously, as we know, you could, if you put in £1,000 today, you would end up with 0.09. So it would be better to buy Bitcoin and hold on to it. That's my opinion. I just want to say I emailed Hashflare this morning and they responded like 10 minutes. That's good. I asked them, if your contract runs out before you reach the minimum withdrawal, will you receive your Bitcoin Dash Ethereum? And they replied they will send you your balance. Okay, yeah, so someone actually asked me that the other day, saying what will happen once my contract ends, and I did say I believe that you can make your withdrawal at the end of your term. So that's good if they just send you your balance, but unfortunately I haven't had one of my contracts end yet, because obviously I've only been doing it for about 3 months, so I can't speak on experience. Obviously you have to rely on whatever they're telling you, if you see what I mean. So I hope that's cleared some things up. I'm sorry if that's confused you even more, but what I'm trying to get across is this is the amount of Bitcoin you would generate over 12 months of mining if you didn't reinvest. You just spent $1,000 and just waited and see. Even with a 15% difficulty increase and a 15% price increase, you would still be generating the same amount of coin. In terms of how much money you would have, your $1,000 would be worth 2,600. But if you just bought Bitcoin at the price it is today and just waited a year, based on those same figures, your Bitcoin would be worth 2,600 or 3,000. So it still would be better to buy Bitcoin and just hold on to it. So that's my opinion. Thank you very much. Hope that's clear. I hope that's cleared something up. I hope I haven't just confused a load more people. But anyway, hashflare had an issue yesterday. Oh, baby's kicking off. Do you want to come say hello to people? This is the madam that's had me up early every morning for the last few mornings, haven't you? Hey? Look, say hello. Look, there you are. Hello, crypto baby. Yeah, so hashflare had a... This is what she's been like. My videos are not very professional. Hey, do you mind just... Introduce her to everyone, she's passed out. Oh. Drama over. She is cute, but she's ill at the minute, so she's just crying. Like, it's not normally her. She's normally really smiley, really happy. She's been crying loads recently. So yeah, that's my opinion on hashflare. They had hashflare had an issue yesterday. People were saying they haven't received their payouts for the day. And it got brought to my attention in the Telegram group. I believe Luda mentioned it. And what they end up doing was, they put this message out. Due to a technical issue on the side of our hosting provider, hashflare servers were offline for a short period of time. For some users, the scheduled payouts were not made in time. We're working to restore the missing payouts during today, the 20th of February. Apologies for the inconvenience, as some people didn't receive their Bitcoin yesterday. They're saying that they're going to sort that out today, obviously, which is good news for them people. I haven't noticed it. I've received the right amount that I believe I should receive every day, so it hasn't affected me at all. But then what we had yesterday was people were taking screenshots, and they were saying, "Oh, hashflare, you can withdraw. They've lowered the withdrawal amount, so you can see here to withdraw the funds, you need at least 0.05 of a Bitcoin." Yesterday, this was 0.03. So I don't know if they're saying they had an issue with their hosting provider. I don't know if hashflare are maybe trying it out or testing the water to see if they can lower that withdrawal limit. But I know that would make a lot of people happy. And they did hint in one of their Twitter, I think, saying, we're even looking into the prospect of lowering the withdrawal fees. And I thought that's really good of them, because they're listening to their customers and that's what they want, and they're trying to do that. Obviously, Bitcoin's mempool was cleared up with the likes of Segwit and Lightning Network. Like I saw the other day, when I transferred my balance from hashflare into it was seconds. Like, honestly, it was seconds. It must have been 5 seconds and it was in there. And then I transferred it from Exodus into GDAX. If you've been following my videos, you'll know what they are. from my Exodus to my GDAX, and that took longer, and I believe that's Coinbase's fault, because they sent me an email almost instantly saying you've just received funds, but for actually to appear in the GDAX account, it actually took about half an hour or so. I assume that's their website fault. But hashflare, they're super quick if you're trying to make withdrawals. I guess one thing about buying Bitcoin rather than with hashflare contracts is that you're left with an emotional feeling with it. It's going up and down, where in hashflare less stressful. Yeah, I suppose, like, depends what you want to do with your money, really. If you just want to buy Bitcoin, hold on to it, you haven't ever got to worry about it or think about it. Just every now and then you can check and say, do you know what? What's the price at the minute? Someone said, dropping like a stone, BTC. Where's my bloody... There it is. Coin market cap. 10.8. Yeah, so it's dropped while I've been talking to you guys. I've noticed on this coin market website, actually, they seem to have a lot of adverts now of like just shit stuff. Like here earlier it was Litecoin or something like that, and I thought, right, that's obviously another BitConnect. Hey. Oh, something I want to tell you guys. I'll watch this video. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I love that Carlos guy. That speech was pretty special. And how do I view my history on this thing? History. I watched this video earlier. It's called Amazon. The Amazon Echo. They changed it to Amazon BitConnect, and it is fucking funny as hell. Like, this family are talking and to Alexa, but they've obviously dubbed it over with hey. And when the wife's cooking, I don't know if you guys can hear this. I know you wouldn't be able to hear it, it's coming out of the earphones, but when the wife's cooking, she's like, read out the instructions again, and he's like, hey, wait a minute, or something like that. Fucking, that cracked me out, that did. That is funny, that video. Probably the funniest Carlos meme that I've seen. And they're like, oh, play rock music. And he's like, I love BitConnect. And they all dance to it and that. Brilliant. Love it. Yeah, so that's hashflare. Hashflare, like I say, had issues. So make sure you check your balance. Make sure if you have got a hashflare account, check how much you received yesterday compared to what you should normally receive on normal days. If you find that it is a lot lower, then contact hashflare and say, look, I think I've been affected by this issue. You're okay. What's this about? Crying because Bitcoin going down. My baby had the same. Yeah, so she's actually, I don't know if you guys remember, but obviously a few of my videos I was really bunged up, chesty, I kept coughing. I tried to edit out the cough so you guys didn't have to listen to me coughing loads. That's why some of my videos might have been really jumpy. But yeah, she's coughing loads and bringing up loads of phlegm. Exactly the same. Bless her. So obviously she doesn't know how to clear it up either, whereas obviously I could go she doesn't know, she doesn't understand, so obviously it's just sitting there on her chest. Bless her. So that's hashflare. So we've talked about the issues they had. We've also done an up-to-date whether they're profitable or not, I suppose. That was really quick, and obviously me just doing the maths off the top of my head. Do your own research, do your own maths, sit there with a calculator, use that website. I think that's probably one of the best ones I've come across, and actually this was recommended to me by a comment in the YouTube comments. I find this really helpful, this Bitcoin mining website. It's called mycryptobuddy.com. Actually, I'm going to put the link to this in my video right now. There you go. Paste. Oh shit, it's come up with loads of shit. So you got the link there if you guys need it. So yeah, that's a really good website. The other thing I wanted to talk about today was Envion. They released a video update to investors. I want to applaud. Let's turn this down. I want to applaud Envion for doing this and their social media team. This is great. You can see them working on it, what they actually look like. They're just giving you little snippets, and then it goes into Lorette talking about investors and stuff like that. Now he's essentially saying here at the beginning, I won't play the whole video for you, go and watch it yourself. If you invested in Envion, they actually sent this email out, investor update, and I believe this video is from Vimo. I don't know what that is, but they seem to post all their videos on there, so they've got loads on there. But he's basically saying that they're waiting for the KYC process to finish for some people still. Some people still haven't verified their account. They can't release their tokens to them. And also this was brought to my attention again because of my Telegram group. Someone mentioned in there that they've submitted all the details to CoinMarketCap for them to have their total market cap, which is 122 million, which would put them on the second page of CoinMarketCap. So I think I talked about this in my video either yesterday or the day before. Really, Envion should be on this page here, about 120th place, 130th. So it should be around here. Where's yeah, 120 would put them there, 122nd place. But they're not. So they've said that, or someone's implied that it was because they've submitted the details to CoinMarketCap and they haven't uploaded it yet. It hasn't been updated. But I was talking, my friend Nathan, he said that he spoke to someone and they've actually said that Envion are waiting for all the KYCs because they can't put that they've got a market cap of 122 million because some people still haven't passed their KYC process, and if they don't, they have to issue their funds back, which means those coins will get burned, so there'll be less coins available. I don't know which story is true. They're the two versions that I've heard. I have not received my payout from the 20th. I haven't got my payouts from Genesis since the 7th of February. I haven't even checked my Genesis mining accounts. I might do a video about that tomorrow. That's a good point, Amrit. Envion is available in the US. Is that available? Well, it's available on the markets now, so it's just a coin that you can buy. So yeah, it's available to anyone. And the good thing is, obviously, people like I know my colleague, friend Tyrone, he really wanted to get involved in Envion, and he was messaging me, and there was a couple of other people. They kept messaging me saying, Glenn, if I transfer you money, can you buy the tokens your end for me, because I'm going to miss out on the 70 cent per token incentive. Now, if you actually was to just go on the market today, there's 79 cent. So it's just gone up to 80 cent. I would say if you are interested in Envion, buy today. The lowest it's gone down to, I think, was 75, was it? 73. 73 cents, the lowest it's been. Now, that is pretty close to the incentive I got for buying them at day one of the ICO. And my tokens got locked up for God knows how long. Whereas if you buy these tokens from HitBTC, IDEX, or Ether Delta, or whatever the other ones are, you get the tokens there and then. It's instant, and there's no border control. You know, anyone can buy it. You haven't got to do a KYC form. Anyone can buy the tokens now. So just bear that in mind. And I think they're a really good price at the minute. If your contract runs out before, I've read all this. Envion is available. You can buy from the exchanges. That's what I was just saying. Oh, I saw in another group that CoinMarketCap is run by a bloke out of an apartment. That's why everything takes ages to get updated. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a small team, because it is quite a small website, really. It's just literally listing the price of each coin. Now, I say that there's obviously a lot of math and algorithm that go into this, because they're getting data from so many exchanges all at the same time to generate an average, and that's what we look at. So when I mean averages, if you actually look at the price of Bitcoin, where it says 10,817, that's not the price that you get on the exchange. That's an average of all of these. So this exchange, Bitfinex, they'll give you 10,500. Binance will give you 10,500. you go to Bitfarm, they'll give you 11,900. That's how much they're trading for on that exchange. Another one, 11,900. So the average of all of those is 10,800 at this point in time. So you could make profit by, and I'm sure many people do, from checking all these markets, creating an account with, say, this one, OKX, buying a Bitcoin at 10,600 and then going over to Upbit and then selling it for 11.9. You're going to make 1,300, and if you can keep doing that over and over again, I don't know. I assume there's some sort of law or some sort of saying to stop you doing that. Otherwise, that's what everyone would be doing, and it would push the price up loads. I saw in another group. What's the abbreviation? What of envion? That is EVN. Yeah, EVN. Coin Puffs, good stats for all coins there. Coin Tracker, another good site with great tools. Is it on Binance? No, they're not. Hey Glenn, I'm waiting for your Genesis video. By the way, which contract have you signed up for? Commissions. Yeah, that's the thing with exchanges. You have to take into account what commissions. So by the time you've, say, bought at 10.6, they're going to take a cut of that. And then obviously you've got to then send the Bitcoin over, which is going to cost you something. And then obviously you need to sell it there and then cash out for US dollar. Then they're going to obviously charge you a fee for that. So it has to be worth it. But I'm sure, you know, $1,300 is a decent chunk of money. So you'd have to do the maths on that and just check up on it. It's not something I'm going to do because it sounds complicated as hell and it sounds like a lot of aggro. But I'm sure there's money to be made, and if there is, there's people doing it. Genesis Mining, I only have very small contracts with them. I came into this space just as Genesis Mining shut their doors and said, right, we're all sold out. The only ones that were available were Ethereum contracts, which I bought a $100 contract, and Monero, which I bought a $60 or $70 contract, which he sent per token. The others are doing, that one's 82 and that one's 78. So remember, the price we're seeing here is an average. Charlie Lee says it's a scam. What, Envion? I've never heard him mention Envion before. I wish he would. And your Litecoin fork video got me thinking about Litecoin Cash. Oh, sorry, Litecoin Cash. Yeah, yes, he did say that, and I openly said that that Litecoin Cash has been announced as, or to Charlie Lee, and God forbid I'd listen to anything Charlie Lee says. He seems like the main man in cryptocurrency space. He said it's a scam, but if you bought Litecoin 2 days ago at $245 a coin, then you receive Litecoin Cash, then the next day your Litecoin was still worth $245. So you gained it for free. It wouldn't cost anything, and you received 10 coins for every one Litecoin you owned. So I could have afforded to buy 4 Litecoin coins. I could have received 40 Litecoin Cash, and I would have just dumped them straight away. I don't want nothing to do with them or the platform, but it would have made me $300 worth of Bitcoin. It's free on most Litecoin Cash. So that's it really. That's everything I wanted to talk about. That's hashflare I've covered, envion. Obviously the market's in a bit of a dip at the moment. But again, I know a lot of people say all this. This is a good time to buy, especially with if you want to get involved in envion. And in my opinion, if you want to get involved in mining, in hashflare, Genesis Mining, you know, or any of those sort of dodgy cloud mining websites like CCG, I believe CCG to be a dodgy one, but that's my opinion. I've got no evidence for that. I would rather buy $1,000 worth of envion, because not only are you going to have, you know, at any point you could cash the money out and receive your funds back, unless the price of the coin plummets, hits rock bottom. You're always going to be able to cash out whenever you want, but you are going to start receiving weekly mining profits in Ethereum. So I believe that is the best form of mining at the moment. If you can find a better solution, please message me. I'd love to hear from you, but I believe that is the best one. But that's it from me, guys. I'm going to say goodbye now. I'm going to go and do the school run for the kids, and I'll probably do another video again tomorrow. So I'll see you later, guys. Bye. Takes me ages to stop these videos.